So it's definitely been a very interesting 24 hours for the Call of Duty community. Of course, we got the Infinite Warfare trailer, and as well as this, we also got the first glimpse at Call of Duty 4 Remastered, and plus the announcement of zombies coming to Infinity Ward's game. It's definitely been a very interesting 24 hours indeed. But in this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a look at the trailer one final time, and I wanted to take a look at all of the weapons within the trailer. And the first weapon I'm going to show you guys is going to be this weapon, as you can see on screen right now, and arguably this is the most common weapon in the trailer because, well, we see it pretty much every single time. Now, what I do want to say is that it appears that this weapon's going to have a ton of different attachments and a ton of different variants, but if we take a look towards the top of the grip of this weapon, we can see a little bit of the barrel which has 5 individual dots placed on it, and then of course if we take a look at different weapons, I'll put on screen right now for you guys, we can see those 5 same dots, and well, that tells us that this could possibly be the same weapon. I'm going to say that it is the same weapon, but I also want to say it appears that there is an SMG and an assault rifle variant of this weapon, because the way that he runs with this weapon and also the way that other players with different angles are holding this, it seems like it does have 2 different variants. I'm not entirely sure if Infinity Ward are going to do something with Infinite Warfare's weapons, but it definitely seems like this is going to be a very interesting weapon indeed, and it definitely seems like it's the choice of weaponry for a lot of the soldiers. And a lot of people have said over on Twitter this could possibly be a futuristic P90. I don't think that is going to be the case. I think that it's possibly going to be some kind of TAR-21 variant, maybe an SMG and an assault rifle variant or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. But next up, we're going to be covering probably the most unique weapon that we see within the trailer, and that is this weapon, as you can see on screen right now. At first glance, this looks like the SN6 from Advanced Warfare. I'll put an image on screen so you guys can see the comparison. But quite simply, it isn't, and it is some kind of hybrid weapon. Now, why am I saying some kind of hybrid? You guys might have seen over the course of the past couple of days that a lot of people have been stating that this is an energy weapon because it is shooting some kind of blue energy, and of course it does indicate that it is an energy weapon. However, if we take a look at this weapon, I would say around 5 seconds before we see this weapon fire with the energy, we can see quite clearly that this weapon is also shooting regular ordinary bullets. And I did compare it to the weapon in the background. There's actually another soldier behind this person, and I can see that there is 2 individual weapons firing. I compared the muzzle flashes, and I can clearly see that both of these weapons are firing simultaneously at the same time. But then of course, after a few more seconds in the trailer, we see this weapon fire once again, and as you can see on the screen, it is clearly a completely different type of round or type of bullet. It appears to be some kind of cannon or something like that, some kind of cannon energy. And we also see this weapon one more time in the trailer firing this blue misty energy once more time. So it does confirm that this isn't just a weird kind of glitch in the trailer or anything like that, or some weird muzzle flash, but we do see it. I'll put it on screen right now for you guys, and we can clearly see that this weapon is still firing that same energy. Now, finally, we're going to take a look at the last weapon that I can really see from the trailer that I think is possibly going to be the first sniper rifle or first marksman rifle we've seen. You guys can see it on screen. It is in black and white. It's in the first part of the trailer, but we can clearly see that this is some kind of assault rifle, possibly a marksman rifle. I would say it's around about the marksman rifle to sniper rifle range, because towards the top of the weapon we can see what appears to be a dark scope, and of course it's got a very long barrel, which could indicate once again it is a marksman rifle, possibly a sniper rifle, maybe something like an MK14 or something like that. But I just thought I'll point that out. We can't really see that weapon, but that is pretty much all of the weapons we do see in the trailer. I know it's very confusing indeed. I'm not sure why Infinity Ward have done this, but like I said at the beginning of the video, I do have a little bit of a theory, and I think that it's because there is going to be a lot more energy weapons in the game that we have not yet seen. And the reason for this is because if we just watch the trailer back, we can see that they was very subtle with the exo movements, with the thrusting movements, whatever you want to call them. They was very subtle about it. It wasn't the main focus of the game, and instead they tried to hide it, and I think that that is going to be the same with the weapons. I think because we are going into space, there is going to be a lot more futuristic weapons, and I did do a leak a couple of days ago talking about both futuristic weapons and standard military weapons coming to this game. Like I said in that video, I cannot talk about where I got that information from specifically because I will get into a bit of legal trouble with Activision, but there is definitely going to be a lot more futuristic weapons, a lot more laser weaponry or energy weaponry, and I think that Activision and Infinity Ward are trying to hide the fact because they just don't want a massive community backlash, although at this moment in time, the trailer has pretty much got 50 to 50 like to dislike ratio. It would indicate that the community is pretty pissed off with the fact of Infinite Warfare, but I don't mind. I'm going to remain skeptical. I'm going to remain very open-minded about this game. I think at this moment in time, I think we can all agree that this game looks 20 times better than Call of Duty Ghosts. Just with the colour palette alone, it definitely looks like a lot better game, and I'm just going to leave it as that, guys. I thought this was some very interesting information to share. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I've been Long Sensation, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.